Got him! Greetings, everyone. I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad that you are here. We're going to be playing some Magic the Gathering Arena today, as always. These are some of the highlights from our stream, and I really hope you enjoy the games. If you do really enjoy the program, please don't forget to leave a like and subscription. It really, really helps the channel. So without further ado, let's get to the games. It's got to be Shambling Ghast, right? We don't need to mill yet. Hey, we get a return to the ranks? Don't mind if I do. Alright, Shambling Ghast. Join the party. Opponent on a Swamperino. And another Swamp. Joining the party. Gifted Aetherborn. Hey, we do get a land. That's nice. And it taps for white. Very, very important here. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead. Just stockpile. Pass. We need to get developed here on the board. Our opponent could be on, like, just mono black devotion style stuff. They also theoretically could be on vampires. I think that's a very solid card for vampires to be playing. We will not block. Use a 7234. Glad you made it. Good to see ya. I use a 7234. That's actually... Oh, it is mono black devotion. Oh, crud. That is actually where this list started, was with that card. And I kept trying different things to try and make it good enough. And eventually I decided the answer is just no. It is actually not good enough. Serious bummer. But I just could not justify enough because it requires white, white, white. And all of the more sacrificey style decks really, really want a lot of black sources, you know? So it was a thing where we ended up having to have so much mana in order to just make it work. There was like, why are we doing this? Eventually, I ended up on 4 Return to the Ranks and just 1. Of whatever the heck that thing's called. But it was still just, it was the same thing. It's like, no, actually, why are we doing this? Why would I even consider that? Let's just not do that. Let's actually make a deck that can theoretically at least function. And rather than just messing everything up. Okay. Well, not thrilled about paying life when we know our opponent's going to be doing like Grey Merchant to Asphodel things, but I think we will Cruel Celebrant. The Real Sky, good to see ya. And Stitcher Supplier. This is the least exciting of all of the lines we had available to us, but I think it's the right one. We can start getting our hidden stockpile going. We also get to do a little milling, which is great because we want Return to the Ranks to be doing things. We also, darn it, we want to be able to scry and set up our draws on future turns as well. So it definitely helps. Oh boy. It's another land, which is not exciting, but I think we are going to keep it. A free sacrifice outlet is very, very nice in this style deck. Vazul, glad you made it, my friend. Thalia Heretic Cathar is not on the client, though, right? Poseidon? Indeed. Indeed, the Real Sky. Night going great, honestly. Our opponent is just chunking us down pretty heartily. Let's set ourselves up for the blowout, I guess. This way they use their removal spell on one of our 1/1s rather than on our Cruel Celebrant this way. And they you know, they're unlikely to have too much instant speed removal affordable, right? I mean, okay, these things are fine. If they have a way of pumping the Gifted Aetherborn, that would be not great. All right, just sacrificing it. Fine. Yeah, this is fine. All right. What does my boomer title refer to, John? Great question. It's actually about the idea of good times being a, you know, a reference to old-timey, you know, things, right? But primarily just Vladimir and Godfrey being like, this brings me joy, so to speak, right? And I think we have to fire this off, though. It's true. It is true. That as well. Just for 2, though. Really not thrilled about that. Yeah, fine. It feels like we're falling too far behind if we don't do this, but the Eye Twitch and the Blood Artist being the hits, quite strong here. We get another dude. And then the Eye Twitch being able to get us, like, pest summoning and stuff, or potentially just a way of removing their creature. Pretty good here. All right. Not thrilled about our opponent continuing to be able to get in all the time. Why sponsored, though? The real Scythe, I just have sponsors. And the FCC is... No! Timurat! Come on! How many graveyard decks have I run in the last month, folks? How many graveyard decks have I run in the last month? Huh? How many Timurats have I faced in the last month? Answer's real easy to both. 0 and 0. The first time I run a graveyard deck. All right. Yeah, okay. The fact that our opponent's still on 26 is really, really not ideal. Onyx Virus, good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, opponent gonna crash in. And crash in. Okay. So let's Iganjo. Living my best life, Onyx Virus. All right, Murderous Rider going away. Opponent just out draining us here. Really unfortunate. Really unfortunate. Okay. Yeah. Opponent. Hey, there we go. That's a good one. Yeah, all these things happen. Opponent gets their Murderous Rider back, draws a card. Iganjo comes off the stack. And we take the beats. And the beat goes on. Oh, the backup plan is very clearly get rid of this Timurat and never have them cast that card again. That is very, very clearly the backup plan. Can we do X equals 5? 1, 2, we cannot yet. So do we go just reduce to memory? Definitely not what we want to do. Okay. That's true. No, you're right. X equals 3 is good enough. Good call. Because the one creature will go away. All right, so I guess we'll do that. And then the devotion goes away. Yeah. Good call. All right. Opponent does a little munching of our creatures in the bin, naturally. Just gaining 1,000,000 life. Feels bad, man. Feels bad, but it is what it is. Hidden stockpile. Last man standing, so to speak. We go back to 22, our opponent on 16. But the unfortunate thing is they have 7 cards in hand, and we have a lesson. Nuke Zen, glad you made it. Good to see you. I can't complain about someone running Phyrexian Obliterator, folks. I literally cannot do it. It is a card I've run far too much. It would make me just straight hypocrite if I did. Because Nuke Zen, we didn't attack first because we were going to do more damage with the Meat Hook Massacre, or we were going to do the same amount of damage with the Meat Hook Massacre as we would with the other stuff, and if they responded appropriately, it messes up, right? So we just didn't want to mess with any of that. To be honest, I think the fact that our opponent has 7 cards in hand, well, now 6, and we don't have any, we're just dead. There aren't cards in our deck that are going to get us out of this, because we don't have a way to get to parity on cards, and they just have another Timurat, which this card alone, folks, completely destroys our deck. Just the entire thing. So it is very, very unlikely. We're going to keep trying because, darn it, you got to do what you got to do. But, all right, well, another Meat Hook off the Massacre off the top is very, very good. We're quite pleased about that. And here I am just punting things away because we can't get there, can we? We were supposed to scry with the hidden stockpile. Yeah, no, that's not ideal. I mean, we only gave up scry once, so it's not a big deal, but it kind of is a big deal when we needed a mana source. You can't sacrifice the same creature more than once, folks. That's not a thing. So you either get the mana or you get the scry, and I definitely goofed that up. Yeah, man, folks, stop! Okay. I mean, at least they don't have a lot of life gain. Can I seriously bottom this? We know we're going to need another one. We know we're going to need another one. If we put it on bottom and we don't have a way of shuffling, it's gone forever. And there's only going to be one more in the entire list. Because there's one on the board, one in the hand. There's this one. If we put it on the bottom and no way to shuffle, there's one more. Hey, good to see you. Glad you made it, my friend. I think we've got to keep it on top if we want to win. Opponent gets to get in for 5. Yep. It really is, Nuke Zen. As long as they don't gain a bunch more life. Like, we've got time as long as they don't gain a bunch more life. Okay. Hidden stockpile. Do we want... I mean, I would like to win. Keeping it. It's a tapped land, but... we're gaining life every turn, right? We've got Bastion Remembrance going on. So this is they currently have 6 devotion. A Gray Merchant of Asphodel off the top would make it 8. so we don't have infinite amounts of time. But, you know, this also potentially chips in for the final couple points of damage if our opponent, because they're very, very, you know, correctly holding back all their removal, all that kind of stuff. They just want to eat up our graveyard and sit around because, for the most part, that is a pretty winning strategy here. And, you know, I can't even blame them for that. All right. Make another dude. Timurat. Eating up our bin yet again. Just the one Blood Artist remains. So they only get to gain 1 life. Up to 9. All right. So not ideal. Oh, well, they're eating their own graveyard, which is actually good news, because that means they don't have lots of ways of getting things back from the bin, which we really don't want to see this Phyrexian Obliterator again. I can tell you that right now. Okay. A Yara is actually not terrible here, because that means it won't be Gray Merchant this turn. So I think we can actually take this hit just fine. We were really concerned about taking this hit if they could just follow it up with Gray Merchant, because obviously we would have been at 8 if a Yara hadn't just shown up, you know? All right, so Phyrexian Tower. Yep. X equals 5. Okay, sorry, folks. A little bit behind in chat because really not wanting to lose this game. It is winnable. We are definitely getting taken to task about it, though. Yeah. Yeah, I love them, Cyberclinkos. I love them. All right, so... Yes. X equals 5. Come on, baby. All right. The Milkman. Gonna use Timurat. Eating. Just the only creature left in the game, or in the yards, or eating up our stuff. Yeah, okay. One of our things, one of their things. Fine. Everybody goes away. Meat Hook does some draining. Pest gains us a life. Bash and Remembrance gains us a couple of life. We will deploy the land because, darn it, more resources are always better. And we do have the Meat Hook Massacre that we expect to need. Opponent has a Dread Presence. Oh, my word. Jay Skills, good to see you. Yeah, that's terrible. I think this opponent is sick of losing to... like Parhelion stuff and mono red is my best guess. All right. So we're going to start here and see if our opponent has removal. The answer is no. Okay. Then sacrifice a creature, drain a bit more. Opponent drops to 4. We do not need more land. We need just the 1 back. And we have been shipping them to the bottom here, you know, all right? We don't need more, you know? All right. Come on, baby. Actually, we were supposed to get rid of the Timurat there, weren't we? Yeah, because the Timurat really, really ruins us. Admittedly, since they were eating up their own graveyard, it's unlikely they have ways of getting stuff back from the bin. But it's still not impossible. Oh, Gifted Aetherborn is bad. Gaining them a bunch more life. All right. Yeah, exactly. The real side. All right. No land. So we've got lethal here, right? What do you think the chances are that they have an instant speed way of gaining life? Let's not spend our Meat Hook Massacre, just in case they've got an instant speed way of gaining life. We don't need it, right? We've already got a hook in play. So let's shamble. And create a treasure. Yeah, this leaves us open to other ways of winning the game, right? So we're not shutting ourselves off a potential victory because, you know, of hubris. Okay. All right. No reason not to play around it, folks. I recognize, like, you know, there's like a 5% chance, and it was a few clicks faster to just slam our other meat hook. Sure. We will keep it. And I twitch to start things off. And Temple Plenty, doing a bit of scrying, goes to the bottom. Are we on just Vicana here? Is that really where we're at? All right. I mean, it's kind of a good opportunity to see if Vicana's got those legs we were looking for. Because look at this outfit. Can't really tell about the legs, but the outfit, man, that is straight fire. So, looking for it. Cleric class, inconvenient. Party Mustache, glad you made it. Good to see you. Appreciate that follow. All right. Bash and Remembrance, come on down. Create a dude, charge in for 3. Opponent, drop to 16. Your go, 7 cards in hand. A Forest and Temple of Plenty and a Cleric class is all their board consists of right now. But the extra land, or the extra card, sure to hit their land drop. In fact, does. Sun Petal Grove shows up. Soul Warden comes on down. As does a second Cleric class. Inconvenient. Uh-oh. Well, Vicana. Gonna specialize. Why? Because, darn it, we're, already... Ah, boy. Already kind of behind, or flooding out, and darn it, we need to... We need to try and make up some ground here. So, Vicana does the thing. Damage? Dealt. They take it all. Alright. Well, Shambling Gas is going to show up. Our opponent is going to gain some life for their trouble, which is really inconvenient. It's 3 life. I think it is worth it just to get it down. You know, we've got Meat Hook Massacres and all kinds of things like that. Walter Crumble Cake, glad you made it. Good to see you. If you could have... right, Walter Crumble Cake? For sure. I mean, but look at this thing. That outfit is wild. Oh. Hey, now. Hey, now. All right, if they want to block with Soul Warden, we're obviously fine with that. So, full control. Sacrifice Shambling Ghast. Get rid of that Soul Warden. So they are going to gain 3 life, which is not ideal. But the Soul Warden is now out of the way. Our opponent... Oh, well, actually, no. We need some more of our two mana Blood Artist style effects here. Do we just bring back the Shambling Ghast here? Let's do it. Let's do it. Our opponent's on 10 life. With the Woe Strider, with the, if these 2 3-power creatures get in, like, we can win, right? I'm glad you're out there, though, Walter Crumble Cake. Mama Boo. How was your day? Glad you made it. Okay, Cleric class. Going to bring back the Soul Warden. I wonder if that was actually just better then, right? To be able to eat the Soul Warden to prevent that line. I guess it never occurred to me that they wouldn't deploy some of their 4 cards in hand, right? Oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter. All right, well. So, combat. Opponent takes it all. Opponent, you sort the triggers out, because I don't really wanna. GG, Tybus. GG. Feels good, man. Feels good. No black mana, because this only taps for colorless. Remember, this does not cast any of these things without first a sacrifice, so. Going to Mulligan. We can keep this, I think. Send back one of our hidden stockpiles, or is it better for the... Actually, I think given the context of our hand, we would prefer to double up our creatures. Since we have the Woe Strider to begin triggering it, I think that's fine. Aha! Sure. Sure. Right, Esp Sentinel joins the party. Our opponent on Rafine's Tower? Sad, sad state of affairs. It never should have come to this. It never, never, never should have come to this. I say. Alright. Well. Drawing no lands. Unfortunate. Unfortunate indeed. Blood Artist. Join. Alright, come on down. Drewfish. Dropping in that follow. Welcome in. Alright. Alright. Unfortunate. Hey, there we go. That's a good one. So, hidden stockpile? Unfortunate. We will pay. I'm afraid that our opponent might Jwari Disrupt us now, and that would be unfortunate. Okay, they don't. They don't. All right. All right. I guess we're going to save that. All right. Well, fair enough. Get in there. That guy in the net. I will get that after this channel point redemption is done, of course. I can't, I don't want to cut Jen and I's redemption short. You know, it's also paid, of course. Omen of the Sea. Comes on down. Scries, too. Indeed. I'm afraid it would drag on. I see what you did there, my friend. Thoughtseize. No. Oh, no. Our opponent. Wrath of Gods. Oh, bummer. Well, these things are all unfortunate. Alright. We will just continue to make land drops, I believe. Pass the turn, see how things go. No, yes. Back on the net. This, 5 minutes of being sophisticated, you understand? Ooh, 9 lives. I see. I see. And Solemnity. That is a good combination of cards, I will admit. Though, it does not stop loss of life, remember. So, Return to the ranks. Both of these. Don't mind if I do. I wonder if we were supposed to Woe Strider there instead, actually. Possibly. Possibly. No! Alright. Our opponent losing even more life. Alright. Believe it or not, we are going to shock that land in because we don't want to get countered out of this game, you understand? Alright. So, actually, no, that was wrong, wasn't it? We were definitely supposed to meat hook for one, I think. Meat hook for one was better, because then this even punishes them if they have a third Wrath of God, you understand? Alright, our turn. Don't mind if I... Oh! Aha! Alright. Well, we attack. Yes. Why do we attack, you say? To assert dominance. That's why. So, it's meat hook. X equals 0, right? Yeah. I say, this plays around soft counters, Jawadi disruptions, and the like. And then, they lose 2, lose 2. Okay. Opponent, lose a little bit of life, sure. To the end step we go. Resolve. Resolve. And, Woe Strider. Jolly good. Jolly, jolly good. Alright. Yes, hey, resolve all. We don't... And then... Alright. And... You as well. Yes, yes, yes. Alright. Yes, 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 yes. Ha 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 ha. GG, sheep. GG. Shoot. I think this hand is just on this side of keepable, but it's going to need a good amount of help. Admittedly, the Phyrexian Tower and the Woe Strider as good sacrifice outlets means as long as we're not up against something really aggressive like elves, we might have time to find our other stuff, right? Admittedly, the fact that we're up against elves, quite problematic indeed. So I Twitch, going to go and learn about, I guess, reducing things to memory. Because we're worried about the elf lords, you know? Ready for Historic Brawl. Ooh. Sounds like a good time. All right, Elvish War Master comes down. Hey. No land? So our opponent's a little stuck. All right. Well, folks, we will need a meat hook massacre. That is going to be a thing. But, you know, for now, we're hanging in there. Yeah, I mean, Triss time, it is a good time. Oh, crud. Elvish War Master. Helping them to go wide. Passing the turn. All right. We will do a wee bit of scrying. Opponent, lose a life. That one we will keep, folks. That one we will keep. Yep. Meat hook massacre. X equals 2. Get them out. Opponent, lose your lives. We will gain some in return. Down to 15, up to 21. Growing Rites of Itlamok. Going to find a creature, no doubt. Indeed it does. It is an Elvish Clan Caller. Well, we are going to Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Return to the ranks. No, wait, what? Is there literally just the one creature? Oh, right. Darn it, I forgot. This doesn't, it only hits creatures mana value 2 or less. Inconvenient. Probably still worth it, I guess. Dang it. Please. Because... Oh. Stop that. Pushing the wrong buttons there. All right. It gives us the ability to learn, and we do have another Return to the Rank still. So, you know, it also puts another card into our bin for our Woe Strider to be able to get eventually. Okay. Looks like our opponent's going to be Collected Compying. All right, well. Cruel Celebrant. And... I guess Phyrexian Tower, in the interest of attempting to give ourselves a chance at winning this game as opposed to just dragging it out. For Pest Summoning. Pest Summoning. Add some creatures to the board. Do we bring back the Eye Twitch again? No, we're going to block with the Cruel Celebrant next turn. Probably. At least that's my best guess. All right, Collected Company. Great Daft Gay, good to see you, my friend. Yeah, that's true, Ratchet. You're not wrong. Busted a mirror and got 7 years bad luck. My lawyer thinks they can get me 5. Nice. Oh, crud. Elvish Archdruid and Elvish Warmaster. It is unlikely our opponent had better draws, or better hits than that in their entire deck. You know, to go from an empty board to something. Elvish Archdruid, Elvish Warmaster, literally the best hits they could have had. Okay. Collected Company. Okay. All right, well, they get a Fierce Empath and another Elvish Archdruid. These things are quite abysmal. Meathook Massacre, please. Hey! All right, so X equals 3. Yes. Yes! Folks, Magic's easy. Just draw what you need. You know? No big deal. No big deal. Opponent going to Faceless Haven? No. They have another Elvish Warmaster. Good heavens. That's terrifying. And another Elvish Archdruid. Is that all the Elvish Archdruids? It is. That's the very final Elvish Archdruid in their deck. All right. So... they're gonna have Trample next turn. So I guess we've got to reduce to memory. Right? Doesn't matter. So they have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they... So then it's going to be +4/+4 to everything. So 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And 9 is exactly 28? Oh, no. But then there's the reduced to memory. So no, that's more. So if we Shambling Ghast, okay, wait. No. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. All right. X equals 2. These two. Everything's fine. Okay. Whew. And it's like, oh, the water's cold. Well, too late now, you know? But that's okay. I don't lament living the life I've chosen. Yeah, indeed. Mr. Max, you are indeed. All right. Well, shambling gassed. Well, yeah. See, Mr. Maxior, what Mate is trying to say is Mate is actually hungry. So he's not going to share with you. Sorry, is what it is, you know? This stinks. So we got to pay mana for the sacrifice outlet. I think we are going to deploy it. Maybe that was wrong. I guess maybe we were supposed to play the creature and just wait for next turn. Duocat, good to see you, my friend. Indeed, Duocat. I don't know. Will we have problems? Or will we have solutions? Who knows? All right. So, unfortunately, I think we've got to do this now. It stinks to do it before we landed a Cruel Celebrant. But we don't want to grow the Voice of the Blessed for no reason, you know? Sure. Cruel Celebrant, join the party. Actually, was that incorrect? That might have been incorrect as well. Maybe it was supposed to be Eye Twitch, so that we can just sacrifice it and get something to handle the Voice of the Blessed, because it is going to be a problem. Well, land. Yeah, fine. Bash and Remembrance. It's not growing on our creatures yet. Opponent unlikely to trade here. If they do, I would be thrilled. Holy crud. Or even if they used a combat trick or something, like that would be annoying, but it would be fine. We would be thrilled. All right. Ooh. Duocat, there isn't best of 3 Historic Brawl. How do I give you that redemption? Tao, glad you made it. All right. Well, that's fair, Tao. That's fair. Just challenge 3 times. All right, fair enough. But if one player wins twice in a row, right? We're not going to keep going, right? Who, you know, right? Well, this stinks. Okay, well, you know, unfortunate. I Twitch. You Twitch. We all Twitch for... I don't know. Well, I mean, okay. And then just X equals 2. Get both of these back. And okay. Hidden Stockpile gives us another dude. All right, opponent. What have you got? The problem is Heliod give Voice of the Blessed lifelink is really, really annoying. We get to block and sacrifice, which is why we did it this way, right? But, like, we're still just, you know, pigeonholed into a spot, and it feels bad. Do we just take the damage from Heliod? Probably. All right. Don't get us. All right. I mean, at least it takes up most of their turn, I suppose. All right. Bunch of draining happens. No life gaining happens. We're going to grab a pest summoning here. We're still going to keep that on top. And you can't give yourself lifelink. 5 damage happens. Man, I wish this had Convoke. Actually, I don't. I'm so glad this does not have Convoke. I can't even describe to you how happy I am that... Got him! Wow. Good heavens.